evening. No, don't adjust your sets. This is perfectly as it should be. I'm speaking to you from darkness at the minute. Chris had asked me to prepare a short talk, light a candle, based on a carol that was one of my favourites, and I love lots of carols, but the one that I really think of when Christmas is coming is We Three Kings. Now, spoiler alert, this is one of the myths that arises at Christmas time, that somehow there were three wise men and they were kings. Well, actually the Bible doesn't mention the number. The Bible simply says that there were three gifts, and traditionally therefore we've associated them with three people. The second thing is the Bible doesn't mention anywhere that they were kings. And the third thing is that if we follow the timeline, the kings, however many they were, came to visit not the baby Jesus but the infant Jesus when he was about 2 years old. But despite all that stuff, there's still something Christmassy about the carol, about these three men coming from the Orient, travelling to see a baby, because they knew something amazing was going to happen. They were staring from darkness into light, and they followed a star. And one of the things that a candle does is to bring light. So I'm going to do that now symbolically by lighting a candle beside me. And showing you that light can be brought by one small candle. And at Christmas time, when I think of the Magi or the wise men bringing those gifts, I'm reminded of the beautiful poem, The Journey of the Magi by T.S. Eliot. Eliot was writing about the struggle that these men were having. They were looking at the stars, they were astronomers, they knew something great was about to happen. But the biggest thing was that they were, quote, no longer at ease with this dispensation. To use the words of another Christian author, they had dis-ease. They knew there was something better, there was something beyond, and they were uneasy with the status quo, just like we should be as Christians. And so at that first Christmas, when light came into the world, and light that people had been praying for, had been yearning for, light came into their darkness. 2,000 years later, when we think about the story of those wise men, however many there were, and whenever they came, we should remember that one candle can bring light to a dark world. And sometimes it just might be that you or I are the candle that brings light to someone's darkness. Happy Advent season. Good night.